before you watch the content, make sure you click the subscribe button. Welcome.
Hey everybody, welcome to episode 4 of Interviews with the Elders. I am your host, Sir Ervin Williams, and today we're going to be speaking to a very remarkable person. This young man's name is Ervin James Williams Jr., aka my daddy, aka my pops, aka my father. So I want you to lean into his message, because his message is about forgiveness, forgiving others, but most importantly, forgiving yourself. I'm going to entitle this episode, Hey, Let It Go. See you all at the end. Peace. So, first question, what is your full name and age?
I'm Ervin James Williams Jr., age 64.
All right. And tell me something about your childhood. How was it growing up in St. Louis?
Well, I had a beautiful childhood with my sisters and brothers and stuff.
All right. Where did y'all live and everything?
We lived on Page and Prairie.
Mm-hmm.
We lived around that area for a long time.
All right. And how many brothers and sisters you have?
I got 3 brothers and 3 sisters.
Okay. And so tell me something about your childhood that you loved doing as a young boy, like under 13.
Under 13?
Yes, sir.
Well, I was always on the move. I was always working up. I liked working in stores and stuff.
All right. What was you doing in the stores?
Yeah, I was a stock boy in a grocery store, and then I was a salesman in a music store.
Okay. Is that now? So when you became a salesman in a music store, is that what prompted you to open your own record company as you got older?
Yeah. It was different. It was different people that had music stores. Mm-hmm. You know, people that I worked for that was in the music business. Mm-hmm. So I kind of like just talking to people that had music stores that worked for the same people I did. Taught me to open my own music store.
All right. So the first question I have for you, Daddy. So when we talking to the youth and everything like that, we want to make sure that they understand. So the first question I'm gonna ask you is, what makes Ervin happy?
That's better living and everything, good health. And just to see all my kids and stuff getting grown. And just to see everybody still living.
All right. And so question for you, if you know what makes you happy, what makes you sad?
Well, a lot of times it's just to see what goes on around the neighborhood. See what my relatives and youngsters doing to each other. Just violence.
All right. The violence bother you?
Yeah, a lot of violence. Violence bothers me bad.
All right. So question for you. A lot of people think they know things about certain things, but what is it as something that's definite that you know about God? What do you know about God?
Well, as far as everything that I know about him, I know that he's for real, and I know that things happen that I can't explain. But I was always raised with the Lord, and I know he's for real.
All right. And so with that being said, so Daddy, what is one thing that you know about life in general?
Well, life in general is just that you treat people the way you want to be treated. And a lot of things you just have to let go as you get older. You know, you gotta live life fully.
All right, so give me an example of something that you've let go.
Well, I let go of drugs and stuff. You know, and hatred and being mad at people and stuff. But just look over a lot of stuff and stay away from a lot of stuff. But I had to let anger go.
That's good, Daddy. That's real good. And now, so tell me something that you know about death.
Well, that's one thing, I don't know anything about death. I just know a lot of people that live in the family and they done passed on, but I really don't know anything about death. All I know is that people in the family in the past.
All right, and now this is something that what was some great advice that you was given when you were younger? What was some great advice that somebody gave you when you was younger?
Well, if you want things, you gotta work for it, and don't hold back, because you don't get anything for nothing. You got to get out here and work for it. That was the best advice I got.
All right. And what is some advice that you wish somebody would have given you when you were younger? Like, what advice would you give the youth now that you wish somebody would have told you when you were younger?
Well, to really start looking out for your health now, and don't be putting chemical things in your body, you know. And when you get older, you'll be a lot healthier. And right now, I just wish somebody would have told me about my health. You know, and it start out young, taking care of yourself. Yeah, I wish somebody had told me that. Now that I'm older and stuff, you know, it's just that I got a disease that I don't know what's gonna happen. It comes and goes. I had good days and bad days. So it's important to keep up with your health and not put things in your body that you don't need, especially drugs.
All right. And let's see. Now, tell me about something that you love, an accomplishment, something that you're proud of that you accomplished in life.
Well, I'm proud of everything I did in life. The music store, my job, my kids, and my wife. Yes, it really ain't too much that I really haven't accomplished. I'm pretty settled with it.
All right. All right. And let's see. Now, we know we grew up in St. Louis. You all grew up in a different area, which I grew up in. So can you describe to me a time that you experienced blatant racism?
Well, on my first job, second job, and then my job I had for a long time, and it was racist between white people.
What happened, Daddy?
Well, it's the way they treat the blacks when it comes to the white, you know, the decisions they have, the opportunities that the white people have over the black people, you know. It's always been racism. And I know there's a lot of racism in my life.
So you saying even on jobs, like people being promoted over you or things like that, when just because they were white, they got better jobs and better positions in the companies.
And that's what most of it, and even when I got my first job, you know, even in the restaurant business, it was prejudice then, you know. I experienced a lot of racism.
Okay. And let's see. Okay, so describe no, that's not it. That's not what I'm looking for. Okay. If the Lord was to call you home today, what is it that you will want people to know about Ervin Williams?
Really, there ain't too much to know. That I was was here, shit, I respected everybody, you know. And I live life to the fullest. Yep. And I enjoyed myself, you know. And I ain't do too many bad things, so I don't really regret a lot of things I did. But things happen and happen. But I'm here to tell you that it wasn't all bad, it was nice.
All right. And let's see. And when you get to heaven, besides your Lord and Savior, who will be the first person you will want to hug up in heaven?
It'd be my mother, Shirley Williams.
Can you tell us a little bit about Aunt Shirley, Grandma Shirley?
Yeah, she was a beautiful mother. She raised me right, and she raised all of us. Gave me what I wanted. But she didn't have, I didn't worry about. And she taught me everything. She made me what I am today.
All right. Now this is kind of a funny question, but if somebody was to write a book about your life, Daddy, I want you to think about this for a minute. What would be the title and what would be the message you want to tell your audience? What would be the title of your book and the message you want to tell the audience?
Coming up in a lovely family, raised by a good family, and survived and worked all my life.
So the message will be on how to survive.
Survived, yep.
All right.
And coming up in a beautiful family.
All right. And if you could meet one celebrity, living or deceased, who would it be and why?
I never thought about that. Yeah, I had to really think about that one.
They say I'm not amused by a celebrity.
Yeah. Shit. Nah, I really had to think about that one.
All right. And this is the part of the interview where we come to a conclusion, Daddy. First of all, I want to thank you for allowing me to interview you. I greatly appreciate that. But this is the part of the interview. If you want to say anything else, you can just say what you want to say and we can take it from there. So is there anything else that would you like to say, Daddy?
No, I'm pretty fine. Just glad that you came over today. I was thinking about you.
All right. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Everything all right.
All right. All right, Daddy. Well, thank you so much for interviewing. And this is Sir Ervin Williams, and this has been Conversations with the Elders. Peace. I hope you all enjoyed the show. I hope you enjoy listening to my father speak. He's not a man of very many words, but when he opens his mouth, he always has something to say. And I hope you walk away with that message of forgiveness and forgiving others, how you allowed yourself to be hurt and how you allow others to hurt you, as well as just letting it go. How more simpler could our life be if we just let things go? We sit there and we contemplate all the time about how people hurt us, how they did us, how we allowed them to hurt us. But what happens when you just let it go? And my father let go of drugs, alcoholism, and I'm very proud of him today. The man that my father is today, I have never met this man. He is more beautiful and more honest than I ever could imagine. So I want my father to keep going on his journey, keep striving, keep telling people about his struggles in life and how he didn't regret anything. He became the person that he always wanted to become. So walk away with that message. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I love that you stayed with us for another episode of Interviews with the Elders. Next up, we have my Aunt Nita, my father's sister. Hope you tune in next week and get these lessons. Peace.
If you want to learn more information about Interviews with the Elders with your host, Sir Ervin Williams, please click that subscribe button, that like button, and share with all of your friends and your family. We want to get more positive content out there, learn more about our history that's not in the history books, and push this knowledge forward and get our lessons. So make sure you click like, subscribe, and share. I'll talk to you all later. You have a beautiful day and a wonderful tomorrow. I'll talk to you later. Peace.